Hello and welcome to Fenton Gaming Reviews Resident Evil 3 Remake. I'm your reviewer, Fenton. In today's review of Resident Evil 3 Remake, we're going to ask the burning question: is Resident Evil 3 Remake worth your money, or is it like a zombie which you get to shoot in the head and don't have to ever deal with it again? As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more video game reviews like this, and do not forget to hit that notification bell to update my content and more. So let's find out if this game is worth your money or not. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the graphics in this game. Oh my goodness, they look really good. This is like a step up from the Resident Evil 2 remake. Yeah, this is a big step. The detail of the characters are very neat, such as Jill and Carlos. Yeah, you get to play as Carlos. So let's also go into third person mode instead of cutscenes. Oh wow, it looks really good. Detail of that pizza. Yeah, it looks like it's a few days old. And also the cutscenes are nice too. Even Nemesis, yeah, the one who's been stalking you, looks menacing, and you want to run from it. So in final, the graphics in the game is great looking, and if you own a PC, take full advantage of it. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the difficulty in the game here. Oh my goodness, they did a wonderful job of it. They kept it in line with Resident Evil 3, the original one's difficulty. And let me tell you right now, they did a great job of it. For instance, Assisted is just like the lowest difficulty in the original game. It does come with a machine gun, which is really nice. Enemies are weaker. You recover health automatically. And as for standard, yeah, that's like your middle ground mode. And then afterwards, it's hardcore. Yeah, it's a little bit harder. Those are the three modes you start out with. As soon as you beat hardcore, you get nightmare mode. Now, nightmare mode, oh my goodness, enemy placement, more aggressive enemies. They could kill you much quicker. After nightmare mode, there are other difficulties. Overall, they did a wonderful job with the difficulty in this game. Let me tell you about the controls. They are great, especially the new moves. For instance, Jill's quick step, it's like a dodge. As for Carlos, he gets a nice punch instead of a dodge, which is great. And the shooting controls are still great from Resident Evil 2 Remake. It's like wherever you don't broke, you don't have to fix. That's the saying. Yeah, wherever it's not broken, don't fix. And they did that for this game here, and it's wonderful. Even when I go ahead and bust out that knife, they still kept that the same, which is really awesome. So overall, the controls in this game is very neat. Even the running is great in this game too. You can be running a lot in this game, by the way. Let's talk about combat between the two characters you do play as. For instance, Carlos has a nice machine gun, and also they has a nice pistol. While Jill, oh boy, she has a shotgun, grenade launcher, mag gun, and more. And combat's really great. Even if you get grabbed by the enemies, it's easy to actually get out. So overall, combat is perfect in this game. Let's go ahead and talk about the inventory and save system. Oh my goodness, they did a great job of it. They carry over from Resident Evil 2 Remake, and yeah, they did a wonderful job. You better know how to manage your inventory. The box is back, so this way you can store items or take out items where you prefer. So yeah, just remember inventory management is important in this game. They did a great job of it. And also, when you use an item that's no longer needed, you could discard it too, which is great. As for the save system, no typewriter ribbons. That is great. Also, what's great too is no deaths on S rank. You heard me right. No more death counts. Instead, it counts by the hours you play and number of saves, which is great. So this will actually make you think about when to save in order to get that S rank. Overall, they did a great job of the system. Let's talk about the new foes in the game. From the original game, they did a great job of bringing these new type of foes alive. And let me tell you, it is wonderful. That bug creature right there, for instance, yeah, you better get yourself a herb or a first aid kit. If you don't have either one of those, yeah, you're like walking death. Seriously, you're walking death, which is great. It adds stress to the game, which you do need to handle. Yeah, you do need an handle. And speaking of those little bugs, by the way, they sometimes does come in groups. And yeah, this little guy just crawled on the wall too, which is really good. There's more new foes. Now these hunter gammas, oh my goodness, they're big. If you let them grab you, that's like instant kill right there, which is great. It puts a lot of stress, but still you got to aim for the mouth, which is wonderful. There's even more new type of foes and a new type of zombie. Yeah, you heard that right. A new type of zombie. This one gets upgraded. It has this long thing like a scorpion. If it grabs you, it kind of feels like get over here. And finally, last but not least, the hunter gammas. These things are quick, tough, and if you're not prepared, they will rip you to shreds. However, they're weak to explosives, which is really cool. You just gotta watch out for their screamed and instant death claw attack. So overall, this game right here, New Foes, is a welcoming addition to the game, and that is what I like the most. Let's go ahead and talk about Nemesis. Yeah, we're giving Nemesis its own entire section, alright. You see, during the course of this game right here, Nemesis will stalk you. Oh yes, Nemesis will stalk you and try to destroy Jill. Unfortunately, it won't do it to Carlos, but still, Nemesis is a beast. He's after Stars members, and let me tell you right now, Nemesis is respect right there. You gotta do at certain times take down Nemesis. When you do take them down at certain times, you do get rewarded. Also, there's also another certain amount of times too you're forced into a boss fight with Nemesis, which is really neat. So overall, Nemesis is very rewarding when you take them down and a worthy opponent. Let's go ahead and talk about the story of this game. Oh my goodness, it is good. You initially get a phone call, and then, yeah, Nemesis does chase after you. It's all about survival. Then at certain points, yeah, some very interesting things does go down. Not only that, you get to play as Jill in the game. You also play as Carlos. You have his story too, which is very neat. He has to look for a doctor. That's what his story is about, Carlos. Overall, both character stories overlap, and it's really great. You cannot ask for anything more in a Resident Evil remake game. Let's go ahead and talk about the user interface, aka the UI. Oh my goodness, they did a great job of maintaining the UI from Resident Evil 2 Remake. Whatever's not broken, don't fix. Well, guess what? They brought that same UI from the second game they remastered to this game. And the combining of herbs and also gunpowder is still the same. It works too. Also, there's a mapping system. And yes, even lore. Yeah, you heard that right. There's also lore you can look at too, which is the files. So overall, the UI is great and very easy to use. Let's go on ahead and talk about the collectibles in this game. Also the shop. Oh my goodness. They are great and wonderful. You get points for taking out zombies. You get points for doing certain parts of the story. You get points for beating the game on a certain difficulty. You get points for doing certain things. You get points for collecting. You get points wiping out zombies. Well, I said that twice. But still, my point is you get points. And these points are really useful. I mean, come on. They are really useful because you get to buy some wonderful things. And one of the wonderful things you could buy is actually costumes. For instance, I got the original Resident Evil 1 costume for Jill, her Stars outfit, which is really great. So let's go ahead and talk about the next thing I'm going to talk about is what you do get out of it. Yeah, seriously, what you do get out of it. Now, I bought some points through farming for the rocket launcher. Not any rocket launcher, unlimited rockets. Yeah, you heard that right, unlimited rockets. Let me tell you, it's very useful on the higher difficulties, I'll tell you that, if you want to go that route. Also, the knife is very good too. This is like some of the prizes you could get in this game, which is very neat. So let's go ahead and demonstrate this, and I'll show everybody the final part is the shop here, which is really cool. Now, as for the shop, it is great because when you get these points, you go ahead and spend them. For instance, you could get coins that'll help you heal, more defense. You also get hip pouches, which is great, infinite weapons, and more. So overall, the collectibles and bonuses are really nice because it turns into points where you can spend at a shop, which is great. Let's talk about the music and sound from the original game they brought into the remake. Oh my goodness, they did a great job of it. So in fact, let's go ahead and listen in for a bit. So overall, the music and sound imported from Resident Evil 3 original to the remake is a wonderful addition to this game. Let me tell you about the trophy achievement system in the game. It is great, just like the shop system. Beat the game on a certain difficulty or condition, earn a trophy or achievement. Do a puzzle like this one here. Well, guess what? Let's listen in. There are other cool trophies and achievements in the game you could get, which is great. It keeps you playing, which is very important. Let's go ahead and talk about the original foes. These normal zombies look like the same from Resident Evil 2. Some look reskinned. Yeah, they look similar to the fat one I just shot his head off in 2. Now, let's talk about the liquor. Yeah, it looked exactly the same. I was disappointed that they should have just put him like his claws more blood or something like that. But instead, look exactly the same. Yeah, see, it looked exactly the same from Resident Evil 2 Remake, which I'm disappointed. Let's not stop here. Remember those pale ones you're thinking they're new? Oh, no, they are not. They look exactly the same as the one in the Resident Evil 2 Remake, the free DLC ones. Yeah, see, they look exactly the same. I'm disappointed in that. And one more thing, I'm going to not stop here, is the undead dogs. They look exactly the same. They just ported over from Resident Evil 2 Remake, which I'm disappointed. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that footage for Resident Evil 2 Remake, these dogs. Yeah, see, they look similar right there. See, I was disappointed in that. They should have just gave it more detail, made it more gory, more bloody, a bit different. Overall, the older foes, I felt like they just ported from Resident Evil 2 Remake and put it in 3. Instead, just did more touch-up and magic on it. Now, let's go ahead and talk about cut content. I'm disappointed that there's a lot of good content from the original game. Such as this is Doofus right here. Yeah, this Doofus will go hide in there. Well, in the original, you will come back here eventually. You see like a blood splatter of guts and more. Yeah, because this idiot went outside and a zombie had a nice jump of him. Unfortunately, you do not get this in this game. I'm disappointed in that. I wanted to see that modern version of him being all guts and blood. Instead, we do not. They cut a lot of stuff. They didn't stop there for this section. No. The hospital got cut. Some parts of the game got cut. Overall, they cut too much, which I was heavily disappointed in. Now, let's talk about the length of the game. It is much, much shorter than Resident Evil 2 Remake. Yeah, even the S rank is a lot shorter than this one. And let me tell you all, the length of it is short because many of the good content got cut from the original. It suffered. I mean, I wish I would have done more in the hospital. I wish I would have done more on the streets. I wish I would have done even more in the police station. I felt like that was a fast flip. So overall, a lot of things did get cut in the game. I was disappointed in that overall. What is my final verdict on the Resident Evil 3 Remake video? Let's find out. Buy it at 10% off. Despite the wonderful looking graphics, the new foes, the new moves, the two characters you get to control, and the wonderful story, and plus Nemesis, it felt a little bit short due to the fact the content was cut and the game was short. So, is this game a bad Resident Evil game? No. Is it in the shadows of Resident Evil 2 Remake? Oh, yes. I would advise still will playing it. It's a really fun game to play. Well, this is it for my Resident Evil 3 Remake review. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day or night. Please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and do not forget to hit that notification bell to be updated on my videos and more. If you like more videos like I suggested, check out the one on the upper left and on the bottom left if you like YouTube suggestion of my videos.